Boom! So there I am in college 2019 learning a surface level skill set from all my instructors that had past experience in which was horrible because come to find out upon graduation end of 2019 and going into the field, I was failing because one, I wasn't learning from somebody that had current experience, and while college was important for me to establish professional connections and to do my internship where I probably learned the most, it was a really good surface level education. However, if I would have had access to a program like the one I'm currently creating, and I will be opening up to early bird, I will put the link down in the description. It's called Basic to Boss, but if I had access to a program like this that had outlined everything, and not only that, but to teach me how to work with multiple 6, 7, and even 8-figure businesses, and how to supply a service, and then how to continually do such a good job for these companies that they're willing to pay you $35,000, $45,000, $10,000, $5,000. Like, what would a $35,000 check do for you right now? So that's the power of Basic to Boss. But let's talk about my college experience, because learning from somebody that, although they had all these years in, whether they had all these years in marketing agencies or they had experience, it was teaching me from past experience. And while things consistently change, I felt the need to get a mentor. So I did eventually get $1 million mentor who was a millionaire. He owned a different business and he mentored me as I was coming up. And I shortly realized he's like, why would you pay for clients just starting out? Why wouldn't you just try to acquire them for free? And a part of that, learning from that on my internship and then going back to school, where I asked my teacher, well, why can't we just get clients for free? And my teacher responded, you can't get clients for free. This drove me absolutely nuts and sent me into this mindset of I can get clients for free. I know I can. I just wonder how. Now, I didn't have the teachings from Basic to Boss at this time, but with being coached by a millionaire mentor, with the fire in my eyes with my teacher saying you can absolutely not get clients for free, I set out on a mission to prove this wrong. Now, like I said, I did not have the teachings of Basic to Boss, so I did conquer this getting clients for free. Okay, I was leaving a grocery store and there was this book and it had all these advertisements in it, and right away I thought, well, if they got money for ads, they got money for you. So right away I built a list. I called everybody in the first half. I reached out to maybe like 100 because I grabbed 2 of these books, and finally, I got a client. And the second I did, I went to school and I told my class, I said, you see this? I said, I got this leaving a grocery store. It is literally a book full of coupons and advertisements and deals that companies pay to be in, and they drop them in all your local grocery stores and gas stations. But the point is I took this to class and I was like, you see this? They're like, yeah, we see those everywhere. We like throw them away. I'm like, yeah, right. It's probably not a great advertising model, but tell you what, I got a client and I think I'd made like $1,000 because I didn't know what I was doing. And I was like, yeah, I'll sell you. I'll like run some ads and make some content, or I don't even remember the deal. But I also didn't have a good proof of concept. And knowing this now, going back, I would have rather pitched a bigger deal to them, something, 35 or 40K. But I didn't have the experience. I didn't have the knowledge. I didn't have the pitch. I didn't have how I would have serviced this company. And, but although I did make that $1,000, I was so happy. I was so happy to finally prove that I can get clients for free. So what had transpired from that was, okay, what do you want, a cookie? I didn't get my cookie. I didn't get any like other accolades except like other people in class were like, well, dang, that's like pretty cool. And I think at the time I didn't even have a fancy camera. I just used my phone, whatever. But the point is I had no way to upsell this client into a bigger package. I was a one-off master. The way college was teaching me to be so average with my surface level skill set. And the shit was actually like costing me my results. And the fact that I didn't know how to make more money was costing me that money, And this is just really just crushed me at the end of the day, because like I had all these ideas of working with these bigger companies, and I was like, well, how are they ever going to trust me? How are they ever going to, like, whatever? Like, they're never going to hire me. I don't have a portfolio built. I don't have a website. I went through my whole first, like almost even 2 years in business without a website because it never hinged on my success. So what I found more importantly, would be to show a portfolio full of work to get clients versus in today's day and age, everybody has a website, and so it's like becoming kind of like, and so you don't need a website to be successful. You don't need college to be successful. You just have to show up every day with a plan. And still kind of recapping college, like, although yes, like I said, it was important for the professional connections and it was important for the internship, and ultimately leaving in debt, went 50K in debt. I spent 4 extra years in college, and then like the first almost year and a half to even 2 years of my business failing, still borrowing money, like, and until it finally, I got out of it and I started getting in the green. I'm like, oh shit, this is taking off, but it was like not until I learned the pitch, not until I restructured my offers, and literally college was teaching me to be so fucking average. It was disgusting because I was leaving, although on the dean's list, although on the honor roll, you name it, I literally was leaving college with this surface ass skill set, and I didn't have a clear proof of concept. And the college model was pretty much, to sum it up, they were teaching me to get a handful of clients or even 20, 30 clients, sell them between $1 and $3 grand. What the fuck? Like, what? You are going to go broke before you ever meet that many decision makers, and I'm telling you, because you're only going to meet like maybe 10 to 15 business owners, if that, because these people are so busy making moves, and I'm saying the big dogs, like they don't have time to meet with you. So 1, how are you going to position yourself? 2, what's your offer? 3, why would you ever try to sell a fucking one-off unless it's like, hey, let's do a one-off and let's talk about a 1-year service. Or tell you what, I don't like doing one-offs because it takes away from my other clients that pay for 1 to 2 year service agreements. So if you're enjoying this type of content, share this with a friend that could get some results for them, and start realizing that like college will teach you to be average, and unless you show up every day with a plan, and unless you literally have a dedication to do this shit for yourself, or you have the teaching from my course, I'll have a whole sign-up thing for early birds that are getting on my wait list, and the only thing you're going to miss is a discount. And to tell you what, I kind of don't even want to discount it because it's so worth even more than what I'm selling it for. So when eventually this is going to go all the way up to $3,000, I am going to give the first like few groups of students that come through my program this year a really good price, and it will be under $1,000, but it will shortly after go up and then up again. So ultimately know that this program is worth way more than $3 grand. It will eventually go to $3 grand, but I want to help you, and I want to see you successful. So I do create content like this on this channel to help you to reframe your mindset, to get out of bullshit advertising, things that college teaches you, and to just know that you have to go out there and you have to do it, and you don't have to have 10,000 hours of experience. Like, if I would have saved those 4 years in college, I would be way more ahead than I am now, but I still am ahead. And since I have mastered how to get clients, your first few high ticket social media clients, and how to work with multiple 6 and 7 figure businesses, to where even making these pitches all the way down to teaching you the services to sell them, you guys are going to do amazing with your first few high ticket social media clients. I can't even say that enough. So get out of that mindset of you need college to be successful, because you absolutely don't. As a matter of fact, I could have dropped out of college towards the end of 2019 and still done this, because I was still going to do this no matter what. So to tell you that I wasted 4 years by going 50K in debt, and to this day, I met a handful of professionals that I don't even utilize them to this day. It's like, maybe a more prestige college would have been better for the professional connections, but still to this day, the internship was the best out of it. Watch for Basic the Boss. I'm dropping some hot shit on my email list, so go ahead and jump on that.